All right, chat. You guys know what time it is. A lot of y'all's favorite series. I don't have a whole lot of them today, so it's gonna be a short one. But new season just started, or new season's in, and the new mid-season just came out, and it's got a lot of people riled up. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of good TikToks out of that one. If you enjoy this series, it's completely funded and supplied content by you guys. So if you enjoyed it and you find a TikTok or video that you come across and you're like, hey, this actually looks super cool, I'd love to see, let's look at this. Throw it in my Discord, Miles will look at me. There's no DMCA music on it, and they will send it over to me. So if you want to see more of these, I need your guys' help. Yeah, well, I think the 10 months. Okay, first up. Just say something, don't ignore half your player base's existence. Oh, I know what this is gonna be, probably. All right, let's go.
I can't be the only one who thinks Blizzard is just terrified of their own fans. Like, has anybody noticed that despite 6v6 being one of the...
Oh, I know exactly what this is gonna be, and I think this ages like milky wine.
biggest talking points in the community for over a year now, Blizzard hasn't said a single word about their format. I mean, they could literally just say no and it would be better than what they're doing right now.
I know that sounds ew, I know, but I was trying to say milk but wine because it aged well, but it didn't age well.
Basically just pretending these people don't exist. And they just made all these dramatic changes to Tank to try and fix the role, but surprise, surprise, it didn't fix anything because the format as a whole is broken. Then
wait, when did this come out? 6/14. Okay, it did age like milk. Okay, one, because here we are today with even more dramatic tank changes, and two, they are actually going to address it. And I won't get in trouble for this. I made my displeasure very known with Blizzard when I did my interview with Aaron Keller, and I was asked politely to not bring up 6v6. In which I respected it. And my thing to them was like, I'm gonna respect it, but like, I'm respecting your wishes here because I'm hoping that you're gonna come back later with like a bigger conversation and like, hey, you guys should talk about this. And that was like 6 months ago now or some shit. And so now here we are today. They finally have come around and like, okay, we'll talk about it. Like, it took you guys long enough, but I was not happy at that time. So I'm glad they finally are.
You can look back at Season 9 when they added the DPS passive. Was anybody asking for a DPS passive? No. We were asking for healing to...
Right, that's true. Nobody was asking for the DPS passive. But here's the thing, I respect them for trying big things. We are the boomer game, and we're f***ing scared of change, myself included. But here's the thing, the problem is they try these big sweeping changes, they're fun for like 2 months, and then everyone realizes, that wasn't a good idea. And it takes so long to either revert them or they don't revert them at all. That's what pisses people off. Swing for the fences, but then turn it back.
To be nerfed.
That part hasn't happened well.
But Blizzard actually refuses to nerf heroes because they are terrified at the backlash if they do. So instead of nerfing supports, they just buffed everyone's health and added the DPS passive.
That is actually true.
Once
though.
Again,
unironically,
making tank a worse role to play, by the way. The number of tank players is actually dropping every single season, and now only 12% of players are actually queuing the
This
role.
is also true
Meanwhile,
information.
Those supports that never got nerfed make up 60%.
I wonder how this changed after the mid-season.
Of the player base. If this trend continues within a few seasons, we are going to have the exact same queue time problem we had in Overwatch 1. And if you don't remember, basically the entire reason for swapping to 5v5 was because they couldn't get enough people to play tank and the queue times were insane. So now we need one less tank for a game and are about to have the exact same queue time issues. That should really tell you something about how unfun the role is. And notice how I said unfun and didn't say bad. Tank isn't a bad role. The heroes are
True. This is one of the #1 things that like the especially, and I'm glad this is on TikTok, because like TikTok Andes are probably the worst with it. Not their fault, because they're just like casual gamers, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like they only hear half things, and then they try to put it together and get upset that it's like not making sense. But like when people say tank sucks, it's not because they say I can't do anything. Like I have no impact. You do have impact, but it's so wildly swings left and right. Like some games you have all the impact, some games you have no impact, some games you're getting CC'd to all hell, some games you're just rolling the enemy team. It sucks to play.
Genuinely overpowered because Blizzard keeps choosing to buff their stats over and over instead of actually addressing the reasons tank isn't fun, which is 5v5. This video really wasn't supposed to be about...
But here's the thing though, and I do genuinely hope that the reason why we're getting all the wild tank changes is this is them actively trying to find the solution in 5v5. Because there's an argument on the 5v5 side, is 5v5 hasn't had enough of a chance to be given a good enough chance. And I think in a lot of ways that's true. But here we are today trying a lot of this stuff, and if it doesn't work, then the answer does become more
6v6,
clear.
I just couldn't stop myself from going on that rant. I have more reasons as to why Blizzard's terrified of us, but at this point I might just make that into a part 2, so let me know if you're interested, and be sure to like and follow so you can see it once it's out.
That's pretty good. Unfortunately, kind of aged like milk a little bit. Wow, actually, dude, look at all the people that are saying like, yeah, all the anti 6v6ers. It's funny because all the super hardcore players, like maybe like especially Overwatch 1 players, are the ones that are like super on the 6v6 train. But the people who are like new players, the Rush 2, I don't know if they are on that. I think they like 5v5 more, so I don't know how you're gonna navigate that. All right, next. What the hell is this? Wrecking Ball interaction voice lines.
I bet you're a pro at bowling.
The hamster says goodbye.
Aw, who am I going to go with now?
Tuesdays are usually free.
From one
Wait, I just realized there's probably so many people that have never heard any of these because one tank.
engineer to another, why a ball?
A wheel would fall over.
Delightful.
The champ himself. Can you sign me
That's a
for
good one.
head?
He does not do autographs.
I can't perform a checkup with you in the ball.
The ball is safe.
LOL open queue. Open queue's not a competitive game mode. Listen, you'll enjoy open queue. That's totally fine. But like, let's just, you and I, we're gonna look at each other right in the eye and go, okay, you have fun. I'm not gonna take that away from you. But we know it's not the competitive game mode of this game, right?
The ball is kind.
Cause trouble in my city, and I will show you how we deal with vermin.
The hamster will use your chassis as a vacation home.
I have always wondered what it is like being inside an orb.
He says, don't even think about it. He wonders if you are staying out of combat.
Of course not.
He asks why you left your gun at home then.
I will not be disrespected by vermin.
Hammond,
Wait, what?
did you eat Ganymede's bird feed again?
He
Wait,
asks
these are, wait a minute, hang
whether
on.
it's still called bird feed if a hamster eats it.
That's a shame. I'll be giving these cookies I made to teammates who deserve them.
Translation failure. Profanity database error.
Wait. You know, there's a part of me that wonders, is that AI? Are those actual real voice lines? Because some of those I've never heard of before.
Everyone should know that Mercy's Guardian Angel and the slingshots afterwards behave pretty differently. Mercy will ignore some boops during Guardian Angel like Lucio's or Brigida's whip shots. However,
They are
she'll be
real?
guarded as
Goddamn.
expected if hit during the slingshot phase. Mercy can actually Guardian Angel through Ramacha's Vortex if your target
This is like all CC.
is
It's,
on the other side just
or
fine.
all movement slow,
Even
or
if you
resurrects.
begin in the air.
It's
However,
actually,
if you slingshot into it or do so while in it, then you will be slowed down. A super jump
this is why if you're playing Winston, if you're primaling a Mercy into the corner, she like flies by you and you're like, huh?
gets you dragged to the floor. It's a similar case with Drunken Queen's knife. During GA,
Yep, knife
Mercy
as well.
won't be pulled back, but during
Yep.
the extended jump, she will be. These
Yep.
same things happen with Wrecking Ball's Pile Drive and Flame Boop. As for Doomfist Punch, well, that actually does cancel GA. You know how maps are full of railings? Well, Guardian Angel breaks through them, but a slingshot will get you stuck and you'll have to melee. In summary, it's
So
not fully
weird.
consistent, but generally Guardian Angel is a lot less interruptible than slingshots and super jumps. Knowing the difference between these two phases is crucial for playing as Mercy and
Remember when the biggest Mercy tech was just super
against her,
jumping?
since it can help remove a lot of the frustration.
You know, now that we look back years later, did they cook with the Mercy changes originally? Because I remember everyone didn't like them at first. But now that we're like a couple years in, did they cook?
Do you mean McCree?
I just want you to know
Oh,
that
God.
it's pretty smelly over here.
No, I mean Cole Cassidy. Cass for short. That's been his name for going on 3 years now. Why is it always the people that say, oh, it's just a
Oh,
fictional
God.
character, I don't care about its name or its pronouns, that ride the biggest over what they can call a fictional character? I swear, nobody cares as much as these people. But if you wanted
That's kinda
everybody
true.
to know that you're an insufferable, pretentious prick, you could have just said that. It would be a lot simpler. Now, here's
That's
the thing.
true.
If you say
I mean, this is the difference. Like, some people make the mistake, like, in call-outs, like, by accident. Like, you can still hear people do it. I haven't done it, and, like, you probably should have made, like, an effort at some point in the last 3 years, but, like, I'm not gonna get mad at you. It's just, like, I always make the joke. Whenever someone says, like, oh, McCree won, or Cree won, I go, who? Like, and like they never pick up on it.
Cree 1, or McCree's
Like a very
1, or
quiet,
McCree
like
has
very
all
small,
in-game.
like,
I'm not gonna care. I know who you're talking about. The information has been relayed. The exact same way, if you say she's 1, Venture's 1, she's 1, she has ult, I'm gonna know who you're talking about. The information has been relayed. I'm not gonna care. But when you are actively going out of your way to say, actually, did you mean McCree? It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
we
true.
get it. You're trying to win a culture war, but no one gives a f. We're just trying to play a game. And you really don't look cool when you say this. His name has been cast since Overwatch 1. I'm just an OG player, head ass. Shut the f up.
Hi, welcome to playing.
Actually, rolled. Okay, next.
Hi, welcome to playing Reinhardt. Some might say
God.
after picking Rein, the next step is to hit H and choose another hero. But I'm not like other girls. There actually is one way to win
To pick me, Ryan.
with this hero. Before the doors open, make sure to type into chat Rein v Rein, and this actually works a lot of the time. Unless they're a Doomfist player one trick. Fucking Doomfist players, you prick! Here's your IP address. Now that both tanks have selected Reinhardt, now you're no longer throwing. Just make sure to Rein dip them. However, if you do, they might pussy out and counter swap to another hero and destroy you. They'll probably shove Orissa's spear deep inside your... In these moments, unfortunately, all you could do is accept defeat. And go install League of Legends.
Wait.
And go install League of Legends.
Seagull POV. We made him play tank one day for like 2.5 hours, and he went and played League and never came back. Holy shit. This is actually kind of true. You know what? Honestly, me and Emo are kind of the goats. You know, we made Seagull quit Apex, and we made him quit Overwatch and to go play. Well, I don't know. He played after Apex. I think he went and played Variety after Apex, and then I think now, and then he quit Overwatch completely and just went to go play League, and now he's doing like Iron to like whatever GM or Masters or where the top rank is in League, and I think he's like high plat now or something. So Yimong made the joke at his wedding. He made the joke to Seagull and said, "Hey, if you're ever getting tired of League, just let us know. We'll bring in the closers." He was dying. It's like, what? It's like, yeah, you're getting tired of the game and you need a way out. Well, we'll come and make sure you never want to play that game ever again. Oh, man. That was a good one. Okay, last one. Let's go.
In today's episode, I go flanking. Again! And this time, my floating toaster joins me on a secret mission.
You must accept the pain.
Wait, floating toaster and it's a Zen? I'm totally calling Zens floating toasters.
Secret mission.
You must accept the pain.
Konnichiwa, darling. Kiriko panics and climbs away like a traumatized Spooderman. Reinhardt, failing to save his Kiriko kitten.
Wait, this is a
lives with
masterpiece.
dishonor and dies without glory. I catch this Moira, slurping me without permission, so I thank her for the good time. After spanking the last of them, we lay the tea.
What?
As they decide to charge for Narnia, they forget one tiny detail.
Blank Metra!
Pop it! Pop it! Silly little plonkers! Next round, me and Zen descend like hellfire and burn them one by one. In this moment of grand victory, however, my fellow flanker disconnects. Although we ended up winning the war, at what cost? In today...
Welcome to Flank Metra Talk. Wow, it's literally called Flank Metra. You know what? I respect it. I respect it. That is kind of hilarious. You know, people are creative. I sometimes wish I was this creative. I would never think to come up with this. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyways, that's all I got. I only had a short amount of these today. So if you enjoy this type of content, you want to see more of it, you know how to submit it. It's in my Discord. Throw it in there. Mods will look through it, hand them off to me, and you'll get more of it. So, also, I started doing non-Overwatch stuff as well, although we haven't done that as often. So, yeah, cool. Anyways.